Hey everyone, just going to run you through some work that I did today. Drove 15 hours out from San Diego out to Colorado and slept for about an hour when I got out to Colorado and then went to the gym. It's my little home gym away from home, ArmBurst, and it's like a circus with all these crazy colored plates, but it's an excellent facility. It's huge. A lot of really strong and massive dudes there, and some strong and massive chicks as well. So it's it's cool to go there, train, and walls are lined with posters of bodybuilders and all that stuff. So it's pretty neat. So with driving 15 hours and then getting to my destination and then sleeping for like an hour and then going to the gym and having a training session that it's not perfect by any means, but it's still pretty good. And I got all the lifts I wanted to get. Kind of just think it highlights that idea that I try to push on people is that you have to be consistent and frequent with your lifts, and you've got to have your body adapt to the kind of intensities that you want to push on it and the volumes that you want to push on it, because when you're not in a perfect state of mind or a perfect physical state, you can still perform to some pretty reasonable expectations. I didn't set any PRs or anything like that today, but I mean, this 395 triple is 10 pounds less than the best triple I've ever done, and that best triple was just this last Friday at 405 for 3. Yeah, sure, it's slow. Get a lot more knee cave and chest cave than what's probably perfect. Maybe it wasn't the smartest decision to do this lift, but it's kind of one of those things that you're not going to really know what you're capable of until you give it a shot. And just because you're not feeling good, or you kind of had a long day, or all these other things that may come into your mind as reasons not to train, it's more or less just an excuse. Certainly there are sometimes when it's reasonable to push the gym off to the side, but I really had no good reason. I sat on my ass for 15 hours and drove in a car and took shifts with my wife and got a little bit of sleep in the car and kind of ate like crap and whatever. Still went to the gym, got all the lifts I wanted to get, and I would call this a successful training session. And I think if you're training consistently, hitting your main movements frequently, and using what some would consider a relatively high amount of volume, what some would consider a relatively high level of intensity, you could walk into a gym and have a pretty good training session. All it takes is easing yourself into that style of training, and you would come into a place like this after what some would consider a shitty situation like driving for 15 hours and get all the lifts you want to get and feel pretty good about yourself. Thanks for watching.